Hello, hi there, Cancerians. Welcome to my channel. This is your love horoscope for February 2018. My name is Bella, and most people know me as Bella the Secret Psychic. And if you'd like to know more about me, my services, private reading maybe, join me on my Facebook page where I give free daily guidance also there too. Then all the links are just down below, and my services start from as little as $4.99 or so as well. So I hope that you are all well wherever you are in the world, and how I do my readings is with the help of my spirit guides. So what I do is I look at the themes and the energies that my guides are trying to give you some insight into, so that you can sort of navigate those challenges or that insight throughout that month when it comes to love in particular. So guys, what is it that my guides want to share with you? The first thing that I'm kind of getting from my guides is about, they keep showing me like different types of things that are birthing new and having new life. So in a way, there is some newness coming to you. So a new way of being in your current relationship, or a new relationship that's coming your way. And in a way, my guides are suggesting, and I think for your sign in particular, that you will be much more going with the flow of things than perhaps trying to push against something or push for something to kind of go your way. There is a much more relaxed feeling, probably because, particularly if you are in a connection, because things are definitely much more relaxed, or very much going your way, that you're going to have no choice but to go with the flow. If you're in a new connection, again, you'll be going with the flow, because the person that you meet is very different, I think, and very vibrant, but also they seem to be the ones to be very proactive, and so you're quite happy a little bit to take a bit of a back seat to see what they do, to see where it leads. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think here, because in a way, the energy is coming up as being really, really balanced, really, really fair for those of you that are in a connection, for those of you that are meeting someone new, that I want to just focus a little bit, because that seems like it's okay. If I'm being honest with you, that feels like it's doesn't need to be unpicked a little bit. I think I want to look at, for those of you that perhaps are broken up from somebody, or having some really difficult challenges for somebody, but more that you're broken up and you're hoping to kind of get back, and you want to know sort of how they think and feel about you, would be the best group to look at, because you will be, I don't know, the rest of everybody else is a fine month. It's quite boring, if I'm being honest with you, Cancerians. It's just good. But for those of you that, let's say, are in a situation where you're hoping to get back with somebody, or wanting to know whether somebody is coming back to you, then I think this reading, we need to unpick that a little bit more, because it's a little bit more interesting from what my guides are showing me. Because in a way, obviously the balance is off. But I feel here for lots of you, it's not just that the balance is off. I feel that that person in particular did something quite unfair to you. So cheated, or I don't know, just pulled the rug from under your feet very, very suddenly, like it was going one way really, really well, and then all of a sudden they panicked and just said, oh, I don't want to do this anymore, or let's slow right down to the point where it doesn't even look like the same type of relationship. If that happens to be you, or again, maybe you've broken up and you just haven't heard from them, this is where my guides are saying here, you need to kind of trust your intuition on this, that you need to, and I've been finding this a lot with a lot of readings, about not trying to push for things to go your way, that you do need to allow things to happen. But more in particular, I feel here, allow the other person to do. So again, if you've been trying to get their attention, or maybe asking them to come back, you need to stop doing that, because it's shown as not being helpful. That's going upriver. You need to kind of go down the river, flow down that river, but let the other person do. Even if it means you telling yourself that you're going to give up and walk in another direction, because it's just not looking hopeful, or is causing you a certain amount of anxiety. As a real, when you do that, I mean, when the focus gets put back on ourselves, because sometimes being singles can be a joyous thing, or just letting go of a situation that causes us anxiety, or let's just say again, somebody's giving you a relationship where they've been giving you lots and then have then suddenly withdrawn it, then actually your withdrawal should also apply, because you need to be authentic about the standards of what the type of relationship you want, if that makes sense. But doing it without trying to push the other situation. So what my guides are saying here is that you cannot force the matter, because forcing it makes it worse. So I feel here that in the first and second weeks, it feels like you come to your own truthful personal understanding about this. And then in a way, you then join up with the rest of the other Cancerians that are sort of having a bit more of a smoother ride, because sometimes we just need to get to a place where we are accepting of the situation, because it brings us peace, it brings us closure, because we have decided that, not because we're waiting on somebody else to make that decision for us. You've made that decision. So it immediately brings you closure. It immediately means that you can start healing. You can start thinking about everything. Now, I'm not saying that it's over. I'm just saying that you're giving yourself to allow things to flow down the river for the other person to sort it out, but you're not going to be responsible, waiting, pining, thinking, wondering whether it is going to happen or isn't going to happen. You're going to worry about your own light. You're going to join the rest of the Cancerians that are having a relatively smooth time. Yes, they've got partnerships, but it doesn't matter. You're in a partnership with yourself right now, which is the most important partnership that any one of us can have. Now, the thing is, because your energy shifts, and life is about energy, you know, if we're in a low vibration, then we attract the same kind of vibration, which is probably what's been going on with the connection that you've had, because it's been tiring, it's been worrisome, it's been, all of those things are low vibration. So of course that the person hasn't either come back or is acting in a weird way, because actually you've lowered yourself to their vibration, which is low. Do you get me? So now that you're spending all this time with yourself, you join the rest of your Cancerians by being in a better flow of things, your vibration will start to lift. Now then what happens is you start to attract people and things that are vibrating at the same level as you, which is good because it means you have options. But it also means that for those who do want you but wanted you to lower their vibration, who are no longer getting your attention anymore, like me, come down here, what is it they're going to have to do? They're either going to stay down here and you just go in different pathways, or they have to raise their vibration to meet yours, which means they have to give you more because you have much more self-love, much more everything. Do you see how you don't have to do anything other than just be with yourself to just feel your light? Because you can't lose. And I know that some of you in a moment when you're in a low vibration may feel like you're losing, but you're not losing. Because either way, you get options. You get this person raising their vibration to be with you, and you're like, hey, that's great. You can now give me what I want. Or you're going to have, I don't have enough hands. You have 2 or 3 options, because you've got all these people that are now vibrating at a higher level. Do you see where you can take this? You can take this higher. I hope you get me. Because that's how all Cancerians should be this month. Going with the flow, keeping your vibration high, not dipping for nobody. And for most of you, like I said, if you're in a relationship or you're just newly getting with somebody, that's very much what you're going to get. And that message was very specifically for those who perhaps are waiting or hoping, or it's gone a bit funky. You got to stop lowering your vibration for them and trust that the universe is going to align you to something when you are in a better vibration. And I get, if you can do that sooner rather than later, than by the 3rd week, but definitely by the 4th week, that person who, if they're meant for you, will raise their vibration. And you might want to go and look at their star sign just to see what it is they do. But do you see what I mean? So that it happens relatively quickly, so it's not painful, but it doesn't matter, because I think it's one of these messages where I kind of want you to focus on yourself, but I don't want you to focus on yourself because I told you to. Focus on yourself because it's the best thing for you. Remember, the relationship we have with ourselves is the most important. Don't look behind, look forward, stand in your power. It's been a theme like that even in January, and we've just had this supermoon that would have super blasted all of us with positive and confidence. So you're going to find it very, very hard to keep yourself in a low vibration, guys, particularly Cancerians. So That's the kind of themes and the energies that you guys are going to be working with. Quite frankly, for most of you, it's easy peasy month. All right. And for the rest of you, it will be easy peasy as soon as you start to love yourself. So I really, really hope that that's been helpful for you guys today. Again, my name is Bella. If you'd like to know more about me and my services, all the links are below. I love to hear from you all. So do comment, do like, do subscribe if you want to hear more about what other videos I will be posting also too. So take care, everybody, and I will see you all next month with more love horoscopes. Take care. Bye.